Jakub, please tell us something about yourself.
So I tried to define myself many times and during the last few years, and right now my definition of myself is just a computational geographer. I like computational stuff, I like programming, I like solving problems with computers, and I love spatial data, I love spatial problems, so I think that's the middle ground in my definition.
Now, where'd you pick up your skill set? Did you teach yourself or did you study for it?
I was forced to learn those skills, mostly forced by myself.
Yeah.
When I graduated from my master, I found out that there is like a huge gap in my knowledge, and I could do many things way faster than I was doing them in my master. So I just spent few months just trying to learn as much as possible and trying to develop skills that could improve and increase my abilities and the speed of the things I was doing.
Great, Jakub. What are your key interests and passions at the moment?
I think they are evolving all the time.
Yeah.
So I think my passions depends on the week or even on the time in the day. Yeah. Sometimes it's about just cleaning other people's code and improving other people's code. Sometimes it's about thinking about new methods, or sometimes it's about what's the problem there is to solve, what's the maybe bigger picture here.
Great, Jakub. Can you tell us how you personally contribute to R and OSGeo communities?
I think the first major contribution of mine was writing a book in Polish called Geostatistics with R. So that was the book that introduced my students to R, and that was the first contribution that get me started. And also in the same time I was co-organizing Polish and Next European R user meeting. So that was the first step. And right now I try to combine many sides of that. So it includes writing packages like Sabre or landscape metrics, and it also is very much about the book, so about geocomputation with R and sharing the skills and the knowledge and solving the problems I was unable to solve many years ago, and right now I'm more able to do that.
Jakub, why do you choose to come and teach geostat courses, and what do you get out of it personally by coming here?
So when I was a PhD student, I for a few years I wanted to come to geostat because I think that's a perfect spot for people who are interested in spatial stuff and interested in statistical methods and interested in computing. So that was some kind of dream of mine, and finally this year is a good time to be here for the first time and to spread the thing I've learned by myself or I was taught by other people about R and about spatial analysis and about computation.
And what are you hoping that the participants in the geostat course take away from their interactions with you and with the course in general?
I think that there are few major outcomes that they hopefully will get. First of all, I hope the most that they will think about themselves as a part of a larger community. Yeah. They will be in some way inspired to just start from fixing other people's typos or just asking questions and not to be afraid just to email somebody or just stop them during the conference and just ask a simple question because that's how you start. Because when you start with just small steps, you can just improve and I am sure that many of them will be developing our packages and developing other software and creating all of the methods, and they will be I'm also sure of that they will be collaborating with each other.
Great, Jakub. Who would you especially encourage to attend geostat events, and why would you encourage them?
I think that everybody who wants to learn something about either spatial stuff or about R or combined information, they should be here. It's not limited to only people who have the geographical background and want to increase their programming skills, but it should be also about somebody who have those skills and want to learn more about spatial data and spatial analysis and spatial approach.
And Jakub, do you have any other comments or suggestions either about the geostats courses or about our OSGeo in general that you'd like to share with us?
I think that this community is really great, but I have that hope that it's going to improve and it's going to look for the things that could be done better, and definitely there are some things that needs to be improved, and because right now I can share the maybe a little bit of the bigger picture in my opinion, because right now we are on that step when we are improving tools for other people to use. But my hope is that maybe in the next or in few geostats we are going to improve tools for developers of spatial stuff, because right now that's limitation for many packages, that there is no single core for building better tools and cleaner tools and faster tools.
Well, Jakub, it's been a pleasure having you here at Geostat and having you give lectures and share your knowledge with us, and we thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.